I have a really fun.
T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Liftoff.
Shake it back! Does that feel good? Yeah.
Welcome everyone to episode 3000 of this Shake and Bake Show with Stevie Fast Jackson. On the road, on the fly, with Lyle Barnett driving around the world trying to smoke the tires off. And
Oh no!
Courtney, Purple Teeth, Middle Teeth, Enders. Hide.
All right.
Off to a
This-
great start.
This is off to a great start.
I'm the only
And we're
one.
off.
I'm the only one with stable internet. I'm the only one on a laptop. So this should be swell.
I got 21% battery
It's
left.
going to be fine.
Plug that shit in. You're in a car. Plug it in.
Listen, I tried and it cuts the sound off and I can't get it to come on in the car. So we just gotta fucking work with it, okay?
Do you at least have low battery mode on?
No, why would I do that?
Why would you? I don't know. Swipe down, press low battery.
Well, I haven't seen you guys in a little. I have slow internet, but I'm going to be on the interstate in a little bit, and things will be right with the world. Right now, I'm in Camden, South Carolina, so we're struggling.
You better
with
slow your ass down.
I know they want to get me right now.
The popo.
Oh yeah, they're hiding in the woods trying to take me out.
Oh, anyway.
Well,
I missed you guys. Hadn't seen you guys in a couple weeks. Got a lot of stuff to talk about. Thank all you Shake and Bakers for tuning in tonight. We'll have to improvise a little bit. We got a pretty awesome guest with a pretty awesome story I'm excited about talking to. We've got to cover NHRA Southern Nationals from Valdosta, SGMP. And then it's a race week again for all of us in Chicago. Joliet, looking forward to going to Joliet. I have never raced myself in Joliet, and there's not a lot of racetracks in the world that I haven't been down, so I'm kind of excited about it.
I have and ain't never done worth a fuck. So I'm looking to turn that around.
Last year, the sandstorm blew our awning off, and we DNQ'd, so it's got to be hopefully better than that.
yeah, last year was wild. That was one of the craziest things ever. But I forgot you DNQ'd that.
Second
Yeah, it
to
was
you,
bad.
second to only you, Courtney.
What?
The craziest thing ever.
You're so funny. Oh my god.
Hey, do you understand how much fun me and Lyle are gonna have the next 6 months?
Well,
Like,
get ready.
you're defenseless against our weapons of destruction.
Hey, Courtney, you haven't heard this in about 10 days, but let me give you one of those good.
It is when you see me, you're gonna double her. It's happening quickly. Your girl is not small.
Big as a house.
Big as a fucking house.
Hey,
Bing bong. Joe Biden.
Bing bong, bing bong, bong, bing bong. Ding dong dong. Hey, Courtney, how long before you need the seatbelt extender on the airplane?
Probably 3 to 6 days.
That's embarrassing.
I mean, it's yeah, you'll see it. You're gonna go, whoa.
I want to get like one of those oversized load, like triangle things to put on the back of your NHRA shirt when you're walking around, so everybody knows. We'll get you like what do you call those? What do you call the things that guide the oversized loads around? Like lead cars with lead vehicles with like but instead of for height, we're not checking for height, we're checking for width.
Have you ever heard the Zach Brown song? What's it just called? Big Fat Bitch?
No, I haven't, but god dang, sounds like your anthem.
Me neither. Spencer started singing it the other day, and I thought he was just making up words. And I'm like, what is wrong with you? He's like, it's a song. So he Googled it, and it's a song, and now he sings that to me like a lullaby.
Well, I'm gonna learn it over the next little bit.
Is Stevie gone?
He's got a nice smile on.
Sing like a church.
Yeah. We're gonna get the whole Pro Mod organization. We're gonna get stairs and little tiered choir going on, and when you walk by, that's what we're gonna sing.
There he is.
I love this so much.
Thank you.
Like, this is so awesome.
It's yeah. I'm telling you, when you see me in person, you're both gonna go.
So I don't know if you can hear me, but like, is it empowering to be able to eat anything that you want for like a little while? I mean, you can just tear it up. What are you craving right now? Give us the inside scoop.
I ate an entire King family-sized bag of jalapeno cheddar popcorn today in between meals during work.
Yes.
Yep. I just had. Oh, Molly, why don't you queue up what we just had for dinner?
Have you gone to the bathroom since then?
Look at what we had for dinner, guys.
Yeah. It's pretty good.
Looks like it's on a skillet.
We ordered it just for you. They didn't come out sizzling though. It kind of pissed me off.
I hope between the popcorn and that, I hope you have like raging hemorrhoids by Saturday.
Oh, that is one thing I'm scared of. God bless. I'll have anything. Please not that. Please not that.
I've got some Preparation H in my bathroom bag. The cap's been missing for a while, so it's kind of dirty, but we can get some good out of it. We're squirting it.
Hardened out like toothpaste.
Man, we're going too far. This
is what people like shake and bake, man.
Oh my God.
Well, Stevie, what kind of day did you have at the Rottenham?
Well, we had a pretty good test day. We made 4 really good runs with Sydney's car. It hauled ass in ways it's never hauled ass before. And we're really trying some stuff. My car ran pretty good. We made 7 runs with the Shadow, Motion Race Works Shadow. We're just basically working on front half of the racetrack, trying to run with the fast cars, and it was pretty good. We made 7 runs, stator changes, ratio changes, all kind of stuff, and it was pretty good. I didn't hit anything or catch on fire, so that's pretty good.
That's a good day.
Nice.
There was a decent amount of folks there. Stan Schultz made some good runs. Kevin Rivenbark made some good runs. Mason Wright's hot rod ran pretty well, so it was pretty good. Rockingham can kind of lull you to sleep. It's so good. A lot of times the early runs in the day are very unrealistic, but once it warms up, it's a really good test track. Really, really close to NHRA once it gets over 110. So we did pretty good. So our boys are gassed up and headed north in the morning.
Good.
Route 66.
Yep. Good.
Well, let's talk about little
about?
highs and lows. Let's do some highs and lows.
Okay.
Fire up some cool intro.
I kind of wish it was longer.
Yeah, we need to do like a 20-second highs and lows thing.
Hey,
Especially,
do y'all give it a good knee slap when it goes doot, doot?
yeah, I'll do that. I'm like,
Yeah.
all right.
Highs and lows.
So I'll start off. So 2 highs for me. One was in professional motorsports. Hope I don't get hit by a train. That'd be a low.
That would be iconic.
Yeah, I'm in a Toyota. In professional motorsports, testing never, ever goes well. I mean, like I would say 85% of the time when you go testing a Pro Mod car, you hate your life when you leave and you've spent a lot of money. So we had a pretty good test day today. That's the first high. The second one is, Lyle, did you see the new rule change today that came out?
No.
I didn't.
So the NHRA Tech Department released a rule amendment today for NHRA Pro Mod that clarified some of the transmission manipulation rules They've removed the fluid dump completely from non-turbocharged cars. And I think that's kind of one step closer towards a little bit of parity. I don't know if it'll do anything or slow anybody down or speed anybody up, but I think the less gizmos we have, normally the better.
Okay.
I heard all they changed it since.
What?
What is
What's
happening?
that?
I was checking to see if that affects us or not. Doesn't.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it does. Like, so I want the NHRA to just take all the transmission manipulation rules out. Like, because if we had no rules, there would never be any question of anyone doing anything they were supposed to not do. But blower cars don't really need a dump, so at least it takes that away. So, and the turbo cars have to have it. So,
Got that?
you see that reflexes?
Cat like.
Cat-like.
All right,
But
what's
that's my
your
eyes.
I thought, oh, okay, that's the secret squirrel shit.
Secret squirrel shit? What are you talking about?
It says on your highs you have secret squirrel shit.
There is more secret squirrel shit, but I'm gonna keep it secret for another couple of days.
Squirrel shit.
It's pretty secretive and squirrely. So we were not sure if it was going to get talked about, and it's not going to get talked about yet.
Okay.
Sometimes you gotta lead by misdirection.
all right.
Go ahead.
My first high is at South Georgia. We went to 566 with a 1 to qualify in the 3 spots. The fastest I've ever been to the quarter in a door car in legal pro mod trim. Well, door car period. And then my second high is both a high and a low. Obviously, Lee White is on the road to recovery. He got home earlier this week and is doing well. And we are very thankful that Lee
Yeah.
came. Also, a low is that he got fucked up in the first place. But the high is that he obviously once survived and he sustained some pretty substantial injuries. But Lee is doing well and is home and appears he's gonna make a full recovery and be back at the racetrack very soon. So we are very happy about that.
That's
Lee
fine.
White is not at home because I spent time with him today at the track. His ass.
Well, I'm just saying he is out of the hospital.
Tuning. Now he's a little stiff, but he's in good spirits, and it was good to see him walking around today at the track.
And
Tough cookie right there to go from the injuries that he had to walking around is pretty good.
Yes. And then a little high today is I got to drive for the first time. I got to drive for Frank Manzo today. I drove Mike Castellana's car testing at Indy today, which is kind of a bucket list deal. Frank's a freaking legend. And
Hell yeah.
to hear him on the headset and drive for him today was pretty cool. So we had a pretty decent test session today. My car ran well. Frank's car ran well. Everybody ran well at Indy. There were only 4 cars there today, but all ran pretty good. So we had a decent test session today.
It's really, really good to see Frank's car going up and down the track. I talked to Frank several times this weekend. When we were going to come to Indy, he had asked me, hey, can you or Lyle make a run in this thing? I was like, I definitely will if I'm there, but I'm glad you got to do that. That's really cool.
Yeah. And we never aborted a run, so it was pretty cool.
What was the air today and how did everybody run? I don't know who all was there. I know Scott's stuff was there and Frank. Anybody else come from our group?
So I was there in my car, obviously, or the orange car, Billy's car, Frank's car, and then Derek Minholt was in his silver car that he normally runs, and Derek also had his new model Corvette there that they're running in quarter mile trim a little bit to maybe run it some this year. So you said the air was almost identical to Georgia?
Identical to South Georgia, yeah.
Almost identical to Georgia, obviously in the daytime, not a killer session, but right. everybody ran really well.
Good. I like it when our stuff's zipping up and down the racetrack. I forgot I have one more high. I don't want to. You got any more highs before I cut you off and pirate this deal?
Nope.
Just seeing my face is a high for you.
Oof.
Courtney, we don't care about your high. I'm just kidding. So I got news from the underground, groundbreaking news. If everything goes correctly, and this is a big if in aviation.
Oh no.
I will get the rocket back on Monday.
Oh no.
I'm about to be mobile. I'm about to be mobile once again.
Oh man.
Delta and American can kiss my butt in about 5 more days.
The honky
6
rocket's
days.
back.
Well, we'll see. So I've got a buddy of mine that's an F-35 pilot that's gonna take it up with me, and that way, if like I turn it upside down, he can probably fix it. And excited to get that thing back.
Jesus.
I'll report in with the the post 8-month maintenance report next year.
Is he a current F-35 pilot?
Yes.
He's pretty important in today's time. So like,
maybe leave him alone.
can we not kill him?
Yeah, we're not going to kill him. He's excited. He flies these things a lot. So he's actually a Lancer instructor, and very, very versed in this aircraft. He actually trains a lot of folks in it. So I'm looking forward to potentially getting a couple pointers. And then after basically he signs off on it, me and Super Peter will go flying around and have some fun. So may be able to go knock some holes in the sky pretty soon in a couple weeks.
Very good. Very good.
All right, Courtney.
Give it to us.
My high was, well, I went back to Fort Worth and I got to see Dion. So that's always a high. I spent Cinco de Mayo with Dion. But I think that putting it, there he is. That was my date. I did eat everything on that. I ate his as well. So don't even ask me, Lyle. And then we did our little gender reveal. We couldn't wait. I couldn't wait. It was me. So we did our gender reveal on the airplane and had some Mother's Day stuff going on. So yeah, get this. Spencer, on Mother's Day, Spencer got to wake up. We went to brunch with his parents. He went flying, and then we went golfing. Does that sound like a Father's Day or a Mother's Day?
That is a perfect day for any day. Did he drink any beer?
Yeah.
Did he drink any beer before he went flying?
Way to go, Spencer. I fucking hear you.
Yeah,
People
so
stink.
I have set the bar high for
Yeah.
Mother's Day.
we were out on the golf course, and I'm like, wait a second.
Well, let me fill you in on a small piece of information, Spencer. Next year, you won't be doing that on Mother's Day. I can promise
No,
you
you
that.
won't.
Ooh-wee.
So, but you guys were absolutely right. You two have ruined my life, and you were correct. It is a girl, and I'm fucked.
Can we go ahead and go on record and say that I was correct? And I did not haphazardly say that. I told you with 100% certainty.
You did.
Guaranteed, with no inside information. I'm clairvoyant in these things. Like you
Richard was very firm too. He said there ain't no way God's giving you a boy. He's giving you a girl. Like that's
you have to pay the price for everything that you did to your mother. And that is the law of the universe.
Yeah. So little mini Courtney coming in hot. And I told Lyle if he's lucky, she'll marry Nash and we'll be in-laws.
Hey, so like for you non-folks that are in our group thread, I have come up with some very good name suggestions for this baby.
Okay.
All right. I like Lyletta.
It's the fucking Thumbelina.
What did I say? Jacksonetta or something like that?
Yeah, that's something stupid.
And then Stevie Netta or something? Yeah, any of those will be fine.
Wow, what was the one?
Thomasetta. Thomasina.
No, the baby's name is going to be Bernadette Ethel Hyde.
So or if you guys could come up with whatever name would the initials would look cool on a three blade blower injector, that would help us. Yeah. So like honestly, make it where think about that like we're gonna get it on a blower injector at some point. So like make sure that it looks good on.
Well, Double O Shit shows Jekyll Ann. It's pretty good.
Jekyll Ann Hyde. She'll have some multiple personalities like that too. That's for sure. So yeah, that was my high. And my low, I'll just transition very quickly. I'm just sick and fat all the time, and that's my low. So
sick and fat, sick and fat.
And fat and sick.
Hey, I'll tell you, just like somebody told me about getting old, it'll never be better than what it is right now.
Yeah. Well, I've now gotten to the point where I'm not big enough for maternity pants, but none of my clothes fit. So I had a full-blown meltdown the other day because I don't like things touching me right now.
Yeah.
So
Try to be in a state of constant leggings.
yeah, but even those,
Scrubs.
man, I'm gonna have to size up here in a second.
This is going to be so
You keep
awesome.
eating like you're eating now, you're going to be sizing up sooner than later.
Wow, I know. It's so great. I did ride the Peloton today though, so fuck off. So
My low is definitely getting crushed in the second round at SGMP.
yeah,
Like I drove really well in Valdosta. We had a pretty good car. Not top of the sheet, but very consistent. And pedaled it, got through the first round, and did not make it in the second one. But it seems like racing in Georgia is an Achilles heel for me. Like I've won a lot at SGMP, but like NHRA Pro Mod, I've been to the finals in Atlanta at Commerce twice.
it's that
and
hometown thing.
couldn't close that deal and struggled to do it there. But I was really, really impressed with how much work they put into the event, how smoothly it went considering weather. That's the first time they had a national event there. I know how much work that Raul and Don put into getting that deal, and it was rarely do you get the track owner coming around while you're at the event, checking on you, asking how you are doing, what you think of their progress, and if you need anything. And besides the difficult weather that we had to go through a little bit, I think it was pretty good. Place was packed.
Yeah, sold out. And
Yeah,
I think that they did a really good job adjusting too. Like some things that y'all don't see as we kind of like roll into the Southern Nationals is, so when we knew that we were only going to do one qualifier, it was like, okay, well, how do we get the fans to stay for Pro Mod? You know, we wanted to make sure that they scraped for you guys because of the shit that was going on with the pros. And they just makeshift made up this autograph session at Nitro Mall and did the track walk at night. Never done that. It had a great show out. People stayed in the grandstands. And so up in race control, there were active conversations going on about how to do that. And that can't happen at every track because not all track owners, like you don't have that constant conversation and where you can just call. Raul was everywhere all the time, right? And
All
you
the
could just
time.
call him and make sure. And he was very easy to work with. And it made the NHRA's job to kind of think on their feet and move around a lot easier. And I got to see a lot of that. That's kind of the first time I've really seen a lot of that in action. And it was cool.
One thing that made me feel really good is I had so we stayed over and tested Monday. Actually Monday and Tuesday we stayed over and tested, and I had multiple folks from Top Fuel tell me most of the time the fuel cars carry everything else. Here at this event, Pro Mod carried nitro. And they said like that doesn't happen at all the tracks because of the markets and the fans, but I don't know that I've seen that many fans in the stands to watch Pro Mod ever
They didn't
since
move.
I've been racing Pro Mod. Like normally when the fuel cars get done running, there's a 30 to 40% mass exodus. Pro stock finishes running. There's another 30 to 40%. Everybody wants to get in the pits and watch those nitro teams service those cars. And I like watching it too. I think it's cool, but nobody moved. And I actually, before I fired the car for Q1, I told Jeff on the radio, I was like, turn around and look up. I was like, that's pretty daggum cool. And when you folks come buy a ticket to watch us race, don't think that we don't notice it.
It was cool.
What about you, Lyle? You say you're low? You got any stinky lows?
Now he's frozen.
Yeah.
My back.
You got any stinky lows, Lyle?
Well, getting crushed in the semifinals by the eventual race winner, Jason Collins. We broke a plug in E1 when I ran Spencer. It pretty much had the hole out the entire run, which is not good when you're foot to the floorboard for the entire run and that thing going running on 7. In the second round, I had to pedal to get around Belushi. And then in the semis, Jason and I both had to pedaled the car a couple times and knew I couldn't get there, and when I stepped off, it threw the rods out of it. It had broke the crank. So
Oh,
it broke the crank. It actually broke the crank in a couple places. So anyway, just freaking part of it. It sucks, but it is what it is.
well, one thing I can tell you from owning an engine shop is that crank was already broke, and it
Yep.
will run much better now that it's not.
Yep.
One crack in that #1 rod journal cost that thing about 100 horsepower. When it cracks again back there in the 3.4, it's about another 60. So definitely will
Doug-
run better when that's not going on.
Doug at Proline was like, man, he had to have felt this thing vibrate. And I was like, honestly, other than in the burnout, which we thought was a wheel out of balance, it did not. It was not vibrating going down the racetrack, but it was obviously broke before then. So
You and Belushi's run pretty crazy.
yeah, it was.
Yeah, I really thought there was going to be a body shop involved on that deal.
I did too. Listen, Belushi, we know the Belushis aren't scared to take it to the limit.
That was to the limit and beyond.
Yeah.
He definitely got away with one there. I've seen a lot of people drive these things, and I've seen a lot of people wreck them, and he got away with one.
That was one of the like runs that I was in the booth most weekend, and that one stuck way out. So, well, while we're in it, let's talk about Southern Nationals review. Drag Race Bracket Bonanza results are in. What do you think? How do you think you did?
I got crushed. I did terrible.
The only thing that saved y'all is the finals in Top Fuel. I went 100% except for the final. It's hard to do. I don't know about the rest of everything. I'm sure I'm probably #1.
You're not. I am. Top Fuel you were.
Crap.
Oh,
What kind of junk is that?
So Pro Stock, just while we're looking at this, explain Matt Latino, which we'll talk about in a minute, his run got thrown out and it wasn't enough time. It was announced the morning of, and Elon and them couldn't do it. So that kind of sucks for that. But yeah, we added Spencer to this, which those pictures are pretty awesome. Actually, Spencer, not good, way at the back. So good debut there, buddy. Great debut.
Because I pick myself to win every weekend.
Yeah, but season standings. Look at that. That is a gap. You want to talk about Gap City?
Oof.
Gap City, my guys.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that's pretty
Why
rough.
am I at last?
Because you two are that far back.
While we're getting depth.
You didn't fill out your brackets.
We didn't fill out the first race, though.
Well, we're trying to give you we know, I know, but we knew that you needed help. So we're trying to give you a head start before we go blowing by you out the back.
There's like 600 people in the league. I'm sitting 44th. I'm fucking tits. I'm good.
Hey, that reminds me, Lyle, was Jimmy Taylor testing with you guys today?
No, sir.
Damn. I don't know if he went to Indy. I have interest in the turbo car going down the track and running to the finish line. So I was hoping he made some good runs today.
I figured they went to MIR.
Yeah, I talked to him last week, and he was either thinking about St. Louis or somewhere. He's up in the north. So hopefully they found their issue, and they get that thing down the racetrack. So Top Fuel, let's start there. I don't have my picks in front on my desk, but I know Loans picked with us last time. I need to go, and I wish I was there. I could scoop it up. So yeah. Top Fuel, who won?
Sean Langdon putting an exclamation point on the 345-mile-per-hour run that happened on Friday night, which was awesome. I love being at the top end when moments like that happen. It was very cool. The place went nuts, but I thought it was pretty awesome that he won the whole thing, because you can go and do those little things and then not perform on Sunday. I feel like we saw Brittany do that a lot last year. So I think it was cool that he did both. Yes, no, maybe.
I thought it was good.
Do you think that?
If this was me, y'all would be absolutely roasting me. And we're just letting Stevie talk through it. And look at him.
What is going on right now?
I actually do like it. I'm going through the last patch of woods before I-20, so mine will be better in a second. Do you think that the booming speeds in Top Fuel are track prep related, or do you think we're seeing some engine development stuff happening in Top Fuel now?
I think it's deeper within than track.
I had some conversations with some crew chiefs that I trust that think the 345 may have been a little bit unrealistic, but
I mean, they're close either way.
Yeah.
Didn't he do it at testing? Yeah, he did it at Gainesville. And then he did 343. I forget which day, but he ran 343. But also Maddie Gordon bringing herself into the 340 club. So regardless if it's, close or there or whatnot, we're seeing more than just the one team doing it,
Yeah, that's true.
So
yeah, for sure. Everyone's speeding up. And when you look at Pro Modified, that's my gauge. If you watch everybody's speed, everybody's running better. Like we all either have better engines, crew chiefs are smarter, something, because it used to be a 250 mile an hour shot. It was a good run. So it's pretty cool to see everybody running good.
Yep. Funny car. Jordan Vandergrift making the moment happen.
He did.
He made in his hometown.
I have been calling that one for a while.
Hey, Courtney.
How you doing, buddy?
He did completely shut the show down by running back down the racetrack.
He did. Okay, and for reference, fans, if you don't know what that is or whatnot, when Bob Vandergrift finally won in Atlanta, he did that. And it was just, and Bob was there. Bob flew in on Saturday night or Sunday morning, maybe even Sunday during the day. I don't remember. You don't see Bob Vandergrift at the racetrack anymore. He does not go. And he went and they ran to each other in a Baywatch type of moment. It was pretty, it was pretty wild. And given Top Fuel had ran in front of him, it's fair to think in his mind that it was over. But we were on the PA like, hey, Jordan, get out of the way, you dumbass.
Yeah, we had pro mods in the lanes.
Yeah.
In the water.
We were like, should we just start them up?
Sitting in the water.
But in hindsight, it's those moments. It's like when John Force crowd surfed in Seattle and stuff like that. Like it's those moments that we end up using and remembering, and the fans like, I was there when type shit. So
yeah.
And it's Jordan Vandergrift. Who doesn't want to watch like the Baywatch run?
Yeah. It was pretty cool. Pretty daggone cool. Pro Stock final was exciting.
Pro Stock sucked the whole day.
It suck.
It was wild. Like TJ was the only person who made it down all 4 runs. Insanity. But it was for the first time since 2024, 3 elite cars in the semis.
Jesus. Ugh, that ain't good.
So sad.
Oh man.
So sad. But yeah, TJ, I felt bad for him, man. That would have been so cool. That was just, he's been struggling so hard. Shit has not been going his way, but Dallas gets her done yet again.
Boys
listening to Sadie will that thing to the finish line from the starting line was pretty cool.
Yeah,
did you see her? Did you see some of the social media stuff? She's like, ah!
I won't lie. I saw it, but I didn't watch it. I'm a bitter elite motorsports person.
What you're saying is you remember the name of everyone who has ever rooted against you in your whole life.
Yeah, like, and I don't bring it up, but like, yeah, I remember.
I'm the same way. I remember who stole my lunch money in kindergarten. I'm still gonna get them.
Damn right.
Matt Smith absolutely donkey stomped the Pro Stock motorcycle field.
Totally. And he didn't have a perfect weekend either.
No, he didn't. But he
did stomp them. So, and then Jason Collins, just again, as Brian Loans talking about on the show the last time, just flawless.
Loans picked him. Loans nailed that one.
It was, I mean, his lights are incredible.
He is driving really well.
When it all goes, it all goes. And you know what? I got to interview him after. I've never really had a formal interaction with him. He's a great interview. Like sometimes, especially with the, not Top Fuel Funny Car, some of the pro mod guys and sportsman guys are a little more shy and you got to pry it out of them. One question. He gave me everything I needed. He was wonderful. So.
And it was good to see Mike Thielen and the Janice crew stick one in the final there. They ran good.
Yeah,
Mike,
that was.
Yes, they did.
Mike made some nice runs on race day. Like they really did run good.
Yeah, that was.
Yes, they did.
And I like where we're at too, where
on the racetrack, it ran good.
Sorry, I couldn't hear you. I like where we're at right now in Pro Mod, where like in Pro Stock, it's not the same 3 or 4 cars every single time in the semis. You know what I mean? I feel like they're at a really good point, whether it's variables that don't make any sense or just somebody's day. But seeing Mike Thielen in the finals was very cool.
Yeah, it's those guys put in a lot of work and they made some really good runs on race day. Their time is coming. Janice is doing a good job with that thing. I think Chicago is going to be pretty exciting. We got 18 cars on the sheet for this week, and it's going to be some good racing. I hope the weather cooperates.
How about Alex Laughlin's car just all but broke in half? Jesus,
I didn't see that.
Oh, God, that thing is destroyed. Like, I mean, Mike and them are good enough that they, after a few runs, they can get one down the racetrack. That thing just wouldn't do it. Well, he posted on his socials over the past couple week and a half that, I mean, it is broke all over the place. The chassis is fucked. Like, I'm
they
assuming,
fix it for this week?
I don't know.
Is he on the entry list?
Well, he could be just because he entered for the whole year.
Oh, yeah.
But I don't know. I haven't seen anything about him getting it. I mean, it was like go to the chassis shop and frickin'. I mean, it was going to take a bunch of work. I don't know if they did or not.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, it was bad.
Yeah, I didn't see it either. I know these things. Whenever you see really good tuners with a lot of experience, really struggle for a while, it's normally something like that. They'll be like, oh, yeah, the X is tore out of it, or the upper 4-link bracket's tore out of it, or something. But they'll get it fixed.
It was broke up pretty good.
What else do we have on here? We had Spencer filling in for Stan the Man. Spencer, did you have fun? Thumbs up. Loved it. First time quarter mile since 2018. And my good buddy and best friend, Lyle Burnett, beat him. Rude.
Sorry.
God dang.
I asked Spencer, I said, how's it feel driving the Pro Mod after getting directly out of the Nitro Funny Car? And he said, it really takes a long time to get to the finish line. So I'm just in high gear, hanging out.
Friday was cool for him, too, because he made it down the track, twice in the funny car. Like, there was not a lot of cars making it down the racetrack. Let's be real.
That's a fact.
He went pretty fast 3 out of 4 times. And so driving home, he was like, today was kind of cool. I'm like, you think?
Yeah.
How about Derek Menholt missing the world record by 3 foul? I had shelved the world. We've had a lot of parity adjustments since 2020 that have slowed our cars down. I was under the impression that the world record was out of reach under the current rule set. That thing made a killer run.
Yeah, that was pretty rough.
Went 62, right?
Yep.
Yeah, 362 at 255.
Yeah, 362 with a 254.09, I think.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive. That's pretty shiny.
Couple comments in here. Somebody confirmed that Alex will be in Chicago.
Good.
Woo.
They did a bunch of work because that thing was fucked.
I think that after Chicago, maybe a little premature here. This was my fault. After Chicago, you guys are pretty much at your halfway mark, or you're almost halfway mark now that we have 11.
Yep.
And we can do kind of like go over the points and kind of overanalyze everything and do like a little State of the Union of the midway point of the season. What do you think?
Bristol will be the last regular season race.
That's wild, dude. We just started.
I know.
But you guys condense, like you do so
It's
many.
been a lot of racing.
Yeah. So we'll do that.
Yeah,
after the next race.
Yeah, I think we've had 3 races in 4 weeks or something like that. Like,
Yeah, you guys are almost on our fucking schedule right now.
Yeah, it's pretty. I can tell you from a business standpoint, we are busy. We got a lot of cars going on the track, but it's pretty cool. This championship battle is shaping up to be a barn burner.
Yeah, it is. Like I said about there's not a clear runaway. There's not even a repeat winner yet, is there?
No.
That's pretty cool.
No, I would be shocked if there's a repeat winner this year, or if there was more than one. It's just
That's
so
awesome.
hard to put those 4 perfect runs together. You're going to see a lot of different folks. We've had a lot of seasons in Pro Mod where there's not a repeat winner. I mean,
That's
there's most of the time, unless somebody's really on, it's a lot of times there's 10
Or like a
winners.
double up, like taking nothing away from him. But when when Mike Stravino's got his 2, it's a good day to be able to run 2 races in the same weekend and have a hold of that track. But yeah,
It's good when you're running good. It sucks when you're lost.
sucks when you suck. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. Anything else about what's it called? SGMP?
SGMP. I don't think so. I think we got it. I think we whooped that one.
We did, which means we're on schedule today. How's your battery, Lyle?
I got her plugged up.
There you go.
Ah, yes.
I was worried about you there, buddy. Okay, cool. Well, we are going to bring on, and Stevie, because you're driving, if you want, I can kind of rip through the itinerary that we have with her, but we have probably the second highest energy guest that we'll ever have on the show. Maddie Gordon, no one's touching that, but Krista Baldwin is very close. Very close. So, you guys ready for her?
Very close. There's not a lot of people that there's not a lot of people that you watch that enjoy driving a race car as much as those 2 girls. Like, Krista really enjoys racing her car. I love it.
And this weekend, I just checked to make sure she was ready. I know she's here, but and this weekend is going to be extra special for her because it's family oriented. But this girl's all over the internet today, right? Like, she was on the WFO show. She was everywhere. She was releasing information, and she is ready. So without further ado, as Stevie Fast would say when he's in charge of this show, Krista Baldwin.
Welcome to the show.
What's up?
Damn it. Are you kidding me?
What?
Look at this chick.
That's awesome.
Is it a chair?
Yes, it's like a rocking chair. My grandpa literally just gave it to me 3 days ago.
That is
Awesome.
I would
think you
live
guys
in
would
that.
enjoy it. Mm-hmm.
I would
Super
absolutely
comfy.
live in that. I think I need to make some sort of like baby rocker with that.
Courtney, they'd have to make you one of those wide cage versions for you to get in it.
Listen, she likes me. You best not talk bad about me with her on this show.
Oh,
She likes
you
me.
guys are rough. Holy
There's so
smokes.
many.
Yeah. Welcome.
He's not wrong. So, but we'll talk about that when we get to Chicago. So, Krista, Miss in the news today, you got some exciting stuff. Just in case somebody didn't get on the internet once today, like, why are you relevant this week? What are you doing? Do you have any big plans this weekend?
Yeah, I'm gonna hit the gas in my race car.
Yeah.
You can go fast.
I'm gonna go fast. It's gonna be exciting, and I get to have my grandpa as the tribute. So it's super cool. NHRA is bringing out all these legends for the 75th anniversary, and so this is Grandpa's weekend, and so I'm super excited for him and just to be able to celebrate, his over 70 years in drag racing. Pretty wild.
Yeah, I got obviously, and now I'm great buddies with Jim Head, right? So like Jim
Yes.
and the Greek are the best of friends. So I've gotten to know your grandpa a little bit more over the last year or so. But like, I want, before we kind of get in the race, like the tie. So he's going to be hanging out at Jim's pit. He's like there. He's like, I'm going to be the legend, but I'm not doing a lot of the extra nonsense. You got to come to me, which is fair. So talk about like their relationship and why he's going to live over at Jim Head's.
Okay, they are literally best friends, like absolute best friends. And so they met back in the 70s when Jim was still driving a dragster. And so him and my grandpa and Jim have just been buddies ever since then. And they go on vacation together, and they go do wild dinners together and all kinds of stuff. And so if you guys don't know, Jim's trailer, there's like an apartment in Jim's trailer. And so it's like the perfect setup for grandpa because he gets to go sit in the couch and there's a 100-inch TV in Jim's apartment. So it's like he's on the starting line with everyone. The cars are that big.
Good.
That's awesome. I have caught him in there just chilling. I walk in and then feel like I don't belong in there and try and leave. Oh, good. Perfect. Oh, no, he's back.
Come on now. That's not nice.
Well, that's true. It's usually Lyle that I say that about. I'm so sorry.
You can get mad. You can dog me out. We can swap out. You can like Lyle sometimes.
That's okay.
I like it better when she doesn't like me.
I'll pass. Yeah,
That's not how this 3 works.
No, we were nice to each other about 5 seconds a couple weeks ago, and I'm still reeling off of it. But so yeah, let's talk about Chicago this weekend. You said Greek is the legend. NHRA is doing a lot of cool stuff with it, but I know you would race every single weekend if you could. Like, this is your thing, and you've been doing your own thing. I loved your post today. Like, get to go big girl racing. How long has this been in the works? And obviously why Chicago, but having the patience for the special kind of aspect of this race.
Yeah, so the whole like team ownership stuff is for the birds. Oh my God. Owning this thing is stupid. Like I don't even know why I do it. I do know, but it's hard. But no, I knew like NHRA called me a few months ago and they're like, hey, your grandpa's gonna be the guy. And I'm like, okay, so that is my goal. Like, I'm getting to Chicago no matter what. And so it has literally been 5 months of nonstop getting this race car ready. And the hardest part of this whole thing is that throughout the off season, my crew went with Spencer Massey. And so it's literally me and Bobby, my husband's somewhere back there working on a manifold. And we are trying to put this car together for this one weekend. And it's so incredibly difficult, but the results of it is going to be super fun. But not this off season's been one for the works. I'm literally starting over again. And I feel like it sucks, but then again, like, what a cool life I still get to live is like, I get to still try and drive this 300-mile-an-hour car, and like, what, 200 people in the world get to do this? It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
What was your last event?
IHRA Columbus in September.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
You're like,
What was your last NHRA event?
The last one I drove at was Gainesville last year.
Okay. Damn.
what?
Yep.
That
Yeah,
is-
because Spencer drove the other ones. Like, when we would go to an NHRA race, Spencer was driving. And so, yeah, that was the last one I drove at.
Holy shit. So you're ready.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You look here. Do you even sleep? No. I already know the answer to that. No.
I haven't at all. It's the last night we were out here till 12:30 getting things ready. And then tonight we just got to throw the race car in the trailer and we'll be on our way tomorrow. So,
Gosh.
Well, we're excited for you for sure.
Well, thank you. Thank you. I know I get to watch you guys like every weekend have fun and all the cool stuff. And I'm at home.
Get FOMO.
Yes, it's horrible. Absolutely horrendous. Especially like you guys were saying earlier, like, these race cars are going faster and faster. It's like, but I want to go 340.
How fast have you been, Krista?
I've gone 325. So just that, like, I can't even imagine what 20-mile-an-hour faster is. Like, I can't even compute what that would feel like. You know, like, it's
Can't compute any of it. So
yeah, like, it's gonna be crazy. Obviously, when you go 340, that's a totally different tax bracket, and I can't afford that. So I will not be going 340.
What speaking of tax bracket, talk more about, you said owning this thing. Like somebody said on a podcast, I can't remember who, trying to figure out who the youngest team owner was and all the things, and it doesn't matter. It's awesome for whoever it is, but some of the highs and lows of that. You said for the birds, obviously you made history in doing that, and there was good reason behind it, but give us some grit.
It's difficult. Like, not only do you have to like get this race car put together, and like you guys know like how much effort it takes to just get to the racetrack alone, start the car. But it's not only that, it's like you got to find a crew chief, and you got to find a crew, and then you got to make sure that you have enough budget to get the crew to the said racetrack, and make sure there's hotel rooms and food, and make sure there's shirts on their backs, and make sure you look presentable, and wraps on the cars, and like it's a nonstop funding compute that you have to figure out. It's just like oof. But on the flip side, if I didn't own the car, I don't know if I would be able to do any of this. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, it took a chunk, and I'm still working day in and day out to try and fund this and get it up off the ground, but I don't know what I would have done if I didn't do this. So.
Are you, Stevie, can you hear us okay or no?
I hear you. I can't hear anything Krista's saying. So if you ask me a question, I'm not ignoring you. I can't hear you. I don't know. Something's probably wrong with my audio. Courtney, I hear you fine.
Okay. Oh, yay.
Is it awesome? Paraphrase it for me.
You're just gonna have to go back and rewatch because you can't do that. Yeah, can you speak in sign language?
Can you do sign language? All right, so I want to tell this story real quick, and then this is cool because like one of my favorite things I ever got to do in NHRA is I got to warm up the Greek's car at my first NHRA national event ever in Gainesville in 2017. First time I ever raced, and I got to warm that thing up, and it was really cool. But one of my favorite things to do is to listen to Phil Schuler tell me Greek stories. Like, and I mean, he's got a lot of them. Like some stuff you can't talk about on here and some stuff you can, but like the volume of cool stuff that you have been around and been privy to be a part of in your life, I'm very jealous. So I'm a huge Krista Baldwin fan and pulling for you this week.
Well, that transitions perfectly because one of the questions that we did have on here is some favorite Greek memories of growing up, and him, I'm sure, molded you into the race psycho that you are, that we love so much. But give us some good Greek memories.
Yeah. So the one thing about Grandpa is that he was he grew up in an era where women don't do this, right? I mean, he started all of this. So it was very difficult to convince him that this is what I wanted to do. Like it took him until maybe like my third or fourth year driving the alcohol dragster that he was like, okay, I see that this isn't just a phase, it's a lifestyle, which is true. And so I've literally had to convince him that like, no, Grandpa, like this is what I want to do. And like, I want to be fast and I want to do all the things because I absolutely just straight up love driving the car. And the best part of the whole thing is when I got my license in 2020, this was about a month before he retired and got out of the car. We go to St. Louis, and the first full pass I made was a 399, which was quicker than the car has been in a couple of years. And the coolest part was I get out to the top end, and I have no clue what I did because I don't have a radio, and I'm just like living in the moment, like, holy smokes, like I just did it. Like this lifelong dream. I just did it. This is what it is. And I'm just going crazy up there. And so finally they come up and Grandpa's driving the tow vehicle up and he gets out and he's already crying. He's like, you did such a good job. And I'm like, oh my God. So that has to be like my number one memory of Grandpa, you know, in this whole journey that I have with him is like that moment where he's like, okay, I guess you can do this.
I think that's pretty cool. And I wouldn't have even thought about that. Yeah, his era was different. But I mean, you had to have been the thing that changed his mind about everything, right? Like a lot of these, again, best friends with Jim Head, right? Like they're grumbly old guys and they are in their ways and you're not going to change them. And for him to get a granddaughter who has the same passion, like what a hilarious sick joke.
Yeah, it kind of is.
So Stevie, to paraphrase, because now we're doing this on this show.
Oh my God.
The favorite memory was, Greek at the beginning was like women didn't race when she was younger. And so she had to convince him. And the first time when she got out of the car, he came over and was just crying and like she broke the mold.
That is so cool. And like, that's what I love about our sport is that, and you hear me say this all the time, like if you can do it, you know that you can do it and everybody else knows you can do it. It's really cool when folks get the opportunity to do that stuff. I'm still jealous. I want to drive your car. So we'll just one day we'll swap. You drive the Pro Mod, I'll drive Top Fuel car. Be good.
Oh, I don't know if I'm a pro mod chick.
Oh my gosh, you're anything you want to be, chick, but I feel you on that.
I don't know. I like my long skinny car.
The long skinny car. I do feel like I'm a Spanish translator. She likes the long skinny car, Stevie.
Me too. I like long skinny cars. I like short ones. As long as it's got
But he can
a
come drive
supercharger
anytime
on
he
it,
wants.
makes a bunch of stinky power. I like driving it.
I shouldn't even tell you this, but she just offered you to go drive that car whenever you want.
I'll see you on Friday at Chicago. I have a fire suit and a helmet, and I am ready. So,
Okay, maybe not.
it
this
is my
weekend.
dream to license in one of those deals. Always has been. My biggest fear is that it's going to ruin my life, and that's why I have not pushed harder to do it because I can't afford it, and I already know me. And when I want to do something, I'm going to do it at the cost of everything and everyone around me. So I'm scared it'll ruin my life.
Spencer's over here shaking his head yes, like he's ruined his life in the funny car. So yes.
And there's no going back. Like when you do that, it's kind of like flying an airplane. Until you fly an airplane, you don't really understand. And once you do, you're an aviator for your whole life. Like there's no way you can ever get that out of your blood. You just cannot.
I feel like we're in this really cool era, especially with IHRA coming back and kind of creating this not new, but bringing to life the grassroots. And you said different tax bracket of the teams going 340. I think you're one of the ones who's like the most proud of it. And I want you to kind of divulge into what it means to be one of the great grassroots teams out here and kind of proving that if the right pieces and dollars and people are in place, that like truly you can make it happen.
Yeah, that's the whole thing. I mean, especially like this weekend, like I said, not only am I the team owner and the driver, but like I'm the PR and I am my number one hype woman myself, And so to show that like I have the ability to make this work is exponentially important, especially like because I only have this one weekend to show the world, to show corporate America that I can do this. But on the same breath, I absolutely love what I do. Like I love the grit and the hard work, and you literally get rewarded for how well you do at the shop on the racetrack. And so that part of it, like it's fun. Like I just love getting my hands dirty and being part with the team and, meshing with everyone and having someone or having my group around me that like wants me to succeed as much as I want them to succeed. Like it's a cool moment to be a part of it. And IHRA has been awesome. I mean, gosh, you guys been watching it all year as long as with me. And I can't wait to get back there. And my goal is to get through this weekend. Hopefully we have nothing catastrophic happen. And hopefully I can get to the IHRA race in Columbus in June. But dang, it's like you just have to like take a step back and like remember what you're doing. Like you are literally hitting the gas in a rocket ship. Like we're hitting more G-forces than the astronauts, like more than the Artemis 2 people that literally just went to outer space. We hit more G-forces than them in like a quicker time. And just the sheer fact of like the mechanics and, every part of the puzzle has to be absolutely perfect to make one run, and then you got to do it all over again.
Yeah. Again. So
again.
You just mentioned your crew and all that. So tell us who's going to be with you this weekend.
Yeah, so Ron Douglas will be my crew chief this weekend, and he's bringing a bunch of his guys and Doug Wilson. And so I'm excited. Like it's a new chapter in KBR, and Ron's been with me for the last 2 weeks working on the race car with me, and we've had a great time so far. So I think this weekend's going to be extra fun.
I think it would be very difficult to not have a great time in the same room as you, there, Miss Energy. Like Stevie can't even hear what you're saying, and he's laughing.
I can read facial expression pretty good, and like I know this is pretty good.
Something that she did say that I know you're going to want to comment on, Stevie, is what's great about our sport and what she's doing is you get rewarded at the track for the hard work that you do in the shop.
100%. All of winning is done at the shop, and it doesn't always happen. Like we always put in all the work at the shop, and sometimes you don't get it. But more often than not, you get the benefit. You can always tell the prepared teams from the underprepared teams. And I love that about our sport. One question that I have for you. I have been trying to talk Phil Schuler into partnering with me to be a part-time top fuel racer for over a decade. His answer is always and always has been that you cannot be a part-time top fuel racer. And I always tell him, Phil, let me just get one and sit in the shop and I'll look at it and I'll crank it up sometimes, maybe hub dyno it a little bit. And then maybe like one day we'll take it out. And he's like, you cannot do it. Don't do it. What is your advice? If somebody wanted to just go get one and just kind of look at it, maybe go get some ice cream in it or something, can I be a part-time top fuel racer?
Yes and no. So even at a part-time schedule, it's a full-time gig. Like that, like I haven't been racing since September, and I've done nothing but get ready for the next race. Like there is infinite amount of work to be done. I mean, granted, same with the pro mods, but you're not gonna want it to sit in your shop and not go racing. Like this thing is absolutely an animal, and just even like the parts that you have to accumulate just to go to one race. Like it's so tough. Like in the pro mod cars, like you guys are pushing it hard, but on this, I mean, we have that extra oxygen molecule in our fuel tank, and so it's combusting 10 times harder in the chamber, and we're pushing it so close to the line that anything bad will go wrong.
Basically, translate it to me, doctor. Basically, you won't want to just watch it and sit there and look at it and pet it. You're going to want to go fuck with it. And when you fuck with it, shit blows up.
That's what Phil says. Phil says, I know you, and you can't have it sitting. Because I tell him all the time, Phil, I can get one of them.
No, Stevie, you can't.
He's like, you can get it. He said, you just can't ever start it. He said, like, you can have it. He said, just don't ever crank it up. And I'm like, well, that's not cool.
And also, you don't have time because she said she has a race in September, and all you do is just work on the shit. So you're filled up.
I want a hub dyno one.
God.
Good luck.
I wonder if we could just make just one little short poke with one and just
video it, please. I don't know.
Yeah, I need one to take the Carolina Dragway on a Thursday night. So like, I need
You have one right there.
just a pretty good one.
Yeah, look right there.
Have one.
I know, but like I don't have any money. Like I bet we could sell enough T-shirts and stuff where we could drag it out there and get.
Yeah,
paid
she's a team owner now. You got to bring a check.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna see if I can do it. I want a license in it, so I got to put together some cheese and see what. Get with me after the show if I could ever figure out how to hear you, and like let's figure out how to get me a license.
You do have to go back and rewatch this. A lot of her answers.
I'm going to. I cannot wait to see this stuff. It's gonna be great.
So you said you haven't been racing since September, but all you do is here. But I know you have another life too. So like 9 to 5, Krista. What's she do?
So on the other side of the world, so I'm the director of marketing for the Wharton Automotive Group, which is the company that Paul Lee owns. And so I manage 5 different brands, marketing efforts throughout the whole year, and ambassadors and sponsorships and ad creation and Google ads and all that kind of stuff. I am the lead for. And so my 9 to 5 job is still cool because I still get to talk about like car parts, like clutches and torque converters and automatic transmissions and whatever else we come up with. But that's 9 to 5. This is 5 to 9 or 5 to 1
4.
Last night.
Well, your race week now. It's
yeah.
I can see them.
Well, and that's the cool part too, is that like Paul understands. So like when I'm like, hey boss, I'm not gonna be in tomorrow, Thursday or Friday, he's like, I'll just be watching on TV.
That is cool. I'm nowhere near do the cool things you do, but my real job being at Flow and then my side hustle being NHRA, I was a little nervous about how that is. And both of them love the balance. And I've kind of like vacated Fridays at Flow now because of that. I used to try and like double duty and they're like, we're watching you on TV. Just go do your thing. And it is nice to have people that understand, but like what you do in your real job, it helps relationships and knowledge and things that you do in the racing deal. And I think it's the same on my end too. Like they enhance each other.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Paraphrase
I
the
mean,
real job because I didn't hear it. I didn't get to hear it.
She's the boss bitch at the marketing company that I'm a lot more vulgar than what her answer was. That Paul Lee owns. So she's making all the marketing decisions for 5 companies.
Good. I need some marketing help.
She didn't say she had time for another job.
Huh?
She didn't say she had time for another job.
wait a minute. I got a torque
definitely don't have
converter
time
for
for
you
another
for the
job.
Pro Mod.
She said she has a torque converter for you for the Pro Mod.
I'm ready. I need all the convertering I can get.
The converter.
I actually own a bunch of I own about every manufacturer converter there is, but we run a FTI some. So
Same
I'm like
thing.
Perfect.
I'm a torque converter snob. So I have an entire pallet rack. I probably have 60 or 70 torque converters in my shop. So like
So
I very much like the viscous coupling side of life.
that's cool, but like no one puts what converter they're running on the side of the car. So I can't market it. So I can't promote it.
She can't market it and promote it because it's not on the side of your car.
Okay. Well, once we broker this top fuel deal,
Oh,
then we're going to be headed straight down the path of
I feel like
righteousness.
I'm going to need a
Don't worry.
cut being the translator in this. I've officially become the middleman of sorts.
You're going to get your 7%, your agent fee.
Perfect. I'll put it. I can do Krista Baldwin racing.
There we go.
Give us.
I need to know what I got to do to get a KTR. What I got to do to get a KTR sticker on the side of that unit for this weekend. We have no hope and no money, but we have we can feed you. Jody will be there. Some snacks over and some bacon and eggs.
I do like snacks.
She does like snacks. I am a trans. This is great, actually. So me being a Texas girl, we got a couple more questions for you. Me being a Texas girl, obviously I've known Spencer Massey my whole life. Love watching him. He did great in Charlotte. Give us kind of the backdrop on how y'all's relationship and him running your car and everything kind of came to fruition.
Yeah. So first of all, I am a Spencer Massey fan since I was a kid. Like whenever Spencer was on the track, I'm like, that's my guy. Like 100%, that's my guy. And so when I purchased the operation from Pat Dakin, Spencer was driving Pat's car occasionally. And so when I bought it, I'm like, hey, Spencer, we could still do the same deal. Like, I would love for you to drive the car. And so he would come and, rent the car a few times a year. And we had a great time. And then now he's like, you know what? I think it's time that I own a car. And I'm like, dude, it is not what you think it is. Yeah. So now Spencer bought Dom Lagana's Nitro Ninja and bought that whole operation. And yeah, he's doing great. And it's like super fun to see. And I will always be a Spencer Massey fan.
I will too. He like same deal as us, but like went through the whole system. I love this era of drag racing we're in where we have so many professional drivers, full-time and part-time, that started back in the 90s, with the junior dragsters. We're in a really unique era of that. And he's kind of one of the poster children for it. And so same deal. Of course, he always has nothing but fantastic things to say about you and all the things. So I like seeing the OGs stick together.
Yeah, it was cool. In fact, okay, so one story involves Grandpa too. So we were at a race, and at the time, Spencer was driving for Snake. Snake comes down to Grandpa's pit, and they're chatting, whatever. And my mom goes up to Snake and said, hey, my daughter really loves your driver. And Snake's like, come on, like in the super cool way, like get on the golf cart, right? So I got on the golf cart. And this was back when, the semi trucks and trailers are finally coming, and you have 2, 3, 4 semi trucks coming down the road with you now. And so I walked in, coming from Grandpa's chaparral, mind you, and I'm like, oh my gosh, look at all this stuff and the trailers and oh my god. And then finally I got to meet Spencer, and Snake's like, this is the Greek granddaughter. And I'm like, Spencer!
Oh my God.
I was such a loony bin, but he was definitely my favorite and still is my favorite.
He's just a real one, you know?
Mhm.
He is. I didn't tell you this. He's getting married at the Drover. He's getting married at the same place we got married at here in a couple months.
Yep. I got the invite.
Very cool. It's a great facility. Love it. Again, Stevie, sorry you couldn't hear that, but you're just gonna have to hear it from the horse's mouth. So this one's actually funny because our producer Molly is the real MVP for this show. She does most of the things. We show up and
For sure.
read what she has given us, as you learned today. She put on here, Molly has to know this or she may combust. Did he really not know how old he was?
Okay, so back in World War II, right? He fibbed on his age to get into the service. And so once he got out of the service, he just kept going with that age. But he's really a different age. So, but do we really know what the exact age is? No.
So, Stevie, this one I will repeat because it's good. In World War II, he fibbed on his age to get in and then just kind of like kept going with the fake age. So what's the real age or what's the fake age?
That's pretty
That
cool.
is so funny. I didn't know anything about that until she put that. I kind of looked around and that's so funny. But that was Molly's dying question.
Yeah. So as the family,
awesome.
we say that
Like
he
a lot of
got
people
out
are
of the
running
car.
from the fight, and this joker's running to it.
Sorry, he didn't mean to interrupt you.
That's all
Sorry.
good. No, I was gonna say. So when he got out of the car in 2020, he was 1 week shy of his 90th birthday. Is what we were saying, right? But other people are thinking like, no, he was already 92 in 2020.
That was the
Who knows?
we don't know. But either way, in a top fuel car at 90 years old, that is ridiculous. And I'm sure it still was strugglesome to get him out.
Yes. No. So he literally watches every run I make, if he's there or not there, whatever it may be. And he will call me and yell at me. He's like, "You are too far out of the groove," and this and that. I'm like, "I was half a tire out of the groove, Grandpa. What are you talking about?" He like cuts me at my knees.
Oh, I love that. That's why you're tough. He'll call her after every run and be like, "You were too far out of the groove here. You did this or that," and he climbs up her ass.
That is so awesome. And
My
like,
cliff notes of what you're saying are also hilariously different, but it gets the message across.
this
It's
is
the worst.
I don't like the power that you have here, Courtney. I feel like you could potentially be abusing the power that you have right now.
It's kind of awesome. She said basically that the only reason she's ever even known about this show is because of me, and like that she had to Google your name before she came on here.
That's not true. That's a lie from the devil.
It is. And I don't know, Lyle texted us. He got 3 back-to-back calls from home, so I don't know what's going on there, but he apologized that he would.
The technical difficulties of the Shake and Bake show this evening are abounding.
We try not to change our schedule because there's so little live shows, right? And so sometimes it bites us, and we very rarely do. But then you get nights like tonight where everyone's on the road but me.
Yeah, and
I'm here.
our audience is pretty awesome, like, and understanding when stuff happens. We all have, just like you do, very, very busy lives, and we try to fit in the show when we can. Sometimes there's technical stuff. Sometimes Lyle's at the truck stop and gets harassed by a lot lizard. Like, all this stuff happens.
Chris is a sweet girl. We weren't going to mention that.
What the heck is a lot lizard? No kidding.
You and Erica can just stay in your little white picket fences. Adorable.
I also have to say, your sister's helmet is sick.
Is it not?
Sick. Like, super, super sick.
What about Erica's helmet? Erica got a freaking Louis Vuitton helmet, and it looks like the way that the paint is it's the leather, the weathered leather. It is
cool.
a shape.
It's painted. It's painted like that.
Yes. Come by the pit and like the detail up close is out of freaking control.
It's got
That's
Louis
cool.
Vuitton on it.
It's got Louis Vuitton.
I love Louis
Bougie
Vuitton.
little bitch, man.
I got a race car named Louis Vuitton in my shop right now. We're working on
She
some
is
smoky power.
some people are booze bags. She's a bouge bag. She's a bouge bag. So
Stuff
Stevie,
like that. Do what?
oh no, stuff like what?
Like stuff like that. You can't comprehend how little stuff like that means to me. Like you just can't. There's no way that status symbols could matter to me less than what they do.
Which is so wild with Erica because she was such a tomboy growing up, and then she does this, but like always the shoes, the jewelry, the thing, like there is such a small niche of her girly girl, but it is thick.
Yeah,
It is.
I like everybody to do exactly what they like to do, so that's cool. But for
And that
me,
is Erica.
like if you ever see me buy some dumb shit like that, because I can buy like a lot of pistons for that, and
Well,
pistons
see-
make me happy.
Well, I like having an
I feel
older
that.
sister that likes that kind of stuff because she also likes to buy it for other people.
Oh, that's pretty good. I mean, she can buy me one of those things. I'll sell it, and I'll buy a rack of some rods and stuff.
She
Buy no
freaking sent me
Sazerac.
a link to Christian Louboutin baby shoes the other day. I'm like,
Oh yeah,
oh, baby, I want
that'd be good.
no. Buy me
The baby will only wear them for 2 months. You wear them forever.
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 Whatever.
All right, I got a question.
What?
What is your favorite? Do you have a favorite round or favorite run that stands out in your racing career that you would call the run? Like, what is it the first run in a fuel car, first car down the track that you went when you were a kid? Like, what would you, if you had to pick one run, what's the run?
When I made my debut, I went to Gainesville and I didn't qualify. Totally fine. Like I wasn't mad at all. So we go to Charlotte. We get to Charlotte, mind you, still running out of Grandpa Chaparral. Still have 4 people that came with me to work on the race car. We roll up and I qualify and I'm in the quad and it's me and Leah was next to me and Antron and I forget who else was in my quad. And I'm in the middle lane naturally because I didn't qualify. I didn't out qualify anyone. And so I'm in the 3rd lane and I'm just trying to be cool. Like first race day, right? Like, man, this is going to be
Cool,
tough.
dude.
Yeah, like super cool. So I hit the gas and I'm going through it and I'm getting down the racetrack. I'm like, okay, cool. Like, oh, that was awesome. Like that felt like a good run. And mind you, I've only had like 6 runs in a top fuel car at that point. I'm like, okay, cool. Like that's how it's supposed to feel. And I went through the whole thing and I pulled the parachutes and this and that, whatever. It wasn't until like, then I stop on the racetrack and they have to come get the quads to, get me off the racetrack. And it wasn't until I'm like turning that they're pointing for me to go to the TV. And I'm like, oh,
I won.
no, stop. And so I'm going around and Doug Coletta's already out of his car because he was in the quad in front of me. And he is like giving me a thumbs up. And I'm like, oh, I did not just win first round. Stop it. And then not only that, I won first round and I ran my career best in that race car, which was a 385. And it was just like, I can literally like remember that day so like it's ingrained in my head. But like I just remember making that corner and like the TV guys are like, oh, come over here. And I'm like, stop, I won. And then of course something happened with my rear wing where like literally the top element like flew off. Something weird happened. And then it hit Leah's car. So Leah comes over to congratulate me and she's like, hey, something hit my car. And like, I'm like, right? And I'm like, what are you talking about? And then I get pulled by Amanda and I'm doing the TV and this and that. It literally wasn't until I get back to the pit and Luigi Novelli already had his rear wing sitting in my pit because he heard what happened. And I'm like, why is there a rear wing? And I looked up and there was no top element. I'm like, what the
And meanwhile, Leah's like, get it, girl.
Like, it was just so funny because she was trying to tell me, but like I was like already bouncing and I'm like, what are you saying? I can't hear you.
You were already christening. So Cliff's notes, Charlotte, her second race, she won the quad and she didn't know it till the TV people were pointing at her and the whole top of her rear wing had come off and she didn't know it. And so it hit Leah's car. That was the Cliff Notes.
Yeah,
That's so cool.
But the moment of when she was just like, oh, this is a cool run. But the TV people were all, and Doug Coletta's clapping for it. That has to be something so cool that we'll never get, right? Like Erica is always like, oh, I celebrate alone and you guys do your thing. But that moment in there where you're putting the context clues together of what happened and seeing Doug Coletta doing this and the TV and Amanda rounding people up, like that's got to be such a cool view.
Yeah, no, it was super cool. And like my second all time, I know you asked for one, but I'm going to say the second one too. We go to Pomona and it was my dad's tribute car. So like I wrapped the car like my dad, and my dad's actually in the sand trap. Like his ashes are in the sand trap. And so first round, right, is championship Sunday. Like this round determines who's going to win the championship, right? And I'm like up against Mike Salinas. So I'm like, okay, here we go. Just it's another day, be cool. I hit the gas. I get to like 200 feet, blows the tires off. I'm like, ah, dang it. But I don't hear him. And I'm like, and I like roll through and I'm only going, 250 miles an hour. So I had time to like look up and I saw it. I saw the light and I'm like, oh, no way. And like I have the visor cam for the Fox broadcast was on my helmet that weekend, and you literally see me like right, and like we're turning the corner and I like wave to my dad every time I like turn off the racetrack because he's sitting there, and like I literally started crying before I even got out of the car.
That one, and a couple people in the comments said that Krista going rounds in Pomona and the Bobby Baldwin throwback. Stevie, did you know that her dad's ashes are in the sand trap of Pomona, and she won first round on Championship Sunday and got to give him a little wave?
That is pretty daggone cool. I cannot wait to go back and rewatch this show.
My cheeks hurt from smiling. You make me smile.
Mine too. My cheeks are like hurting. So
you can't even hear me.
I know, but just watching you, this is the guest to have charades with, honestly.
Make sure, like, that you make a few minutes. I want to come hang out a little bit in Chicago and talk about part-time Top Fuel ownership. I need like 10 minutes of advice.
No, come see Spencer because we're going to be pitted next to each other. Because, like, Courtney, I don't know if you know this, but there's going to be like a hospitality between Jim and me. And like that's where Grandpa's gonna be corralled at.
Yes.
So just come see Spencer, Steve.
We can't even see you, Stevie.
I know.
It's dark. I'm driving through the wilderness.
No, boy, I can see them teeth.
Yeah, I'm like blazing through the bowels of South Carolina.
Oh, that's nice. I hope Lyle's
lovely.
Yeah, me too. He hasn't said anything.
No, he hasn't. You got anything else for Krista? I told her we'd keep her on here for a half hour. I done kept her over.
Really, really appreciate you coming on. I hate that I couldn't hear your audio. I'm a huge fan. I'm really pulling for you this weekend. And we're going to come by and talk about part-time Top Fuel ownership on Friday.
Bring the money. She said, do you understand this? Money. Exactly.
Like,
no, Krista, this is great. I'm so excited for you. I've gotten the pleasure to see your energy at the top end and even from the booth and all the things. And it is so contagious. And I think that, oh yeah, good call. We almost forgot to ask the standard question.
Oh my gosh.
Here for it.
Okay,
all right.
I get to do it. I'm doing it. Okay. Let me stretch first before I get into this. It's been a little bit. Okay. The weatherman is wrong. No rain hit Chicago. We get in there on Friday. Boom, you go straight to the pole. You go low ET of every round of qualifying. You smash the field on Sunday. You're so busy on Sunday, and like all race car drivers, you don't eat, so you're starving.
Oh no!
Fuel ownership. I get to crank it up. Where did I end up?
It was choppy. We understand what you're saying. You're talking here about Top Fuel ownership, blah blah blah.
Okay, we're in the winner's circle. We drink some tequila together. We talk about part ownership. You let me crank it up and drive it back to the pits, and then like you're starving, so like you got to leave and you got to go get something to eat. You head down there with you're heading down there with your whole team. You're at the Mexican joint because it's the only place open on Sunday at 7:00 at night. You go in there and you're going to order something after you demolish the field on Sunday. And I want to know, at the Mexican joint, do you or do you not love fajitas?
I love fajitas.
I wish Kyle was on
I'm
here.
taking it. We won. I'm guessing we
You
won.
won. She loves fajitas.
Yep.
All right, we're 265-2.
Yep. I think Scotty
This
Cannon.
is great.
Who was it? Scotty Cannon, Maddie Gordon. Is that it?
I think maybe Palmer.
That checks out. That checks out. All right. Well, you're in good
Yeah.
company, so you can have fajitas with me.
All right, I
Yay.
can be a fan. Like I'm a huge fan, but that was a pivotal question in our relationship right there. So you passed that with flying
And
colors.
Lyle
Well,
is
that's all.
not even here to pout.
I love
Nope.
it so much. He'll be so mad. Oh, I'm going to tell him about it. You don't have to worry about that. We're going to make memes about it.
He'll have to
Oh, yeah.
come pout in person this weekend.
Yep, he will have to come pout in person. Yeah, he owes you. He owes us something. I'm honestly a little worried about him. We'll see though. I'm gonna call him after this. But anyways, Krista, I am one of your largest fans in the world. You and your hype girl. You motivate me.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Well, I appreciate you coming on here. You are a fan favorite for sure, no matter what happens on Sunday, where we will be rooting for you.
Sounds good. Thank you guys.
All right. See ya. Drive safe, and we'll see you in a couple days.
Okay.
Have a good one.
All right.
Thank you.
I hate that you
Okay.
I hate that you could not hear
Me
her.
too. Like, I logged out. I logged back in. I'm sure it's a software issue with my phone, but man, I cannot wait to go back and watch that. Like,
How was it watching her do all this?
Oh, I was paraphrasing it and kind of picking it up, but like, there's nothing that motivates me more in life than watching someone who is passionate about what they do. It doesn't matter what it is to me. But when you see folks that are passionate about what they do, that gets me fired up.
And when people say, like, I know we give the haters attention, blah, 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 but it just bothers me that people are so miserable in their own life to where they'll say Maddie or Krista or whatever. I don't even know if they do, that the energy is fake or it's, too
There's
much.
nothing fake about
No.
that.
I read something that somebody wrote about Krista. It was Competition Plus, where somebody had said something about her being too much for the team ownership or whatever, like her personality. Like,
Bull crap.
eat a fucking log.
If I can own a race car team, no one is too much to own a race car team.
She has so much passion and just to know where it was manufactured from with Chris Karamesines. If you've never heard him speak or had a conversation, when that man was under 100 years old, he's still wild. But I can't even imagine what it was like then, knowing what he is now at 90, whatever he is.
Phil used to tell me, like, back when they were racing, he was the only person that could walk in DSR, pick out whatever he needed, say bye, and Don was like, thanks, have a good day, appreciate it. It feels like this joker can get anything we have. He can come get a chassis, a motor, a blower, anything. And, like, everybody loves the guy so much, like, whatever it takes to keep him racing. That's cool.
I feel, yeah. And like Jim Head is he's a sweet man once you get to know him, but like, he's not just out there trying to be hospitality for people. He loves the Greek and he's so excited to host him this weekend. So that's pretty cool that he gets to do that. So yeah, fans, if you're trying to find the Greek, he will be at Spencer Hyde and Krista Baldwin's trailer. Okay.
I'm going to get him in KTR pits at some point. I'm going to get him strapped in Pro Mod.
I was just going to say, throw him in your Pro Mod. I'm sure he'll get in there.
That'd be good. He can drive it better than me, probably.
Probably.
All right, a couple things. So, like, I wish we could have picked Chicago with her on there, but I couldn't hear it, so I don't know how that would work.
I know. I thought about it too,
But we can. Before we do that, I need Molly, did you put our fan poll up on my new hairstyle anywhere?
give her a second.
Know.
Yeah, okay. I'm sure.
Know.
Okay. Type your answer in the chat. So how this came about was Molly was messing around with our logo today. And in one of the logos, Stevie had a mullet and it was pretty fucking epic. And so
I like
we
it.
want to know, does Stevie need to grow a mullet? Type 1 for obviously
Do we
and type 2 for he's redneck enough already. No.
Do we have
Well-
the graphic?
I don't know if she wants to show that yet. I think she was still working on it.
Oh yeah. Okay. Well, we don't need to show it till it's ready. I look pretty good in the graphic with a mullet, but I said if I'm gonna grow some shit like that, I want a mohawk or something with it.
There's a
Like from
lot of.
school.
I've only seen 1, 2. A
How
lot
long
of
does
one.
it take? How long does it take to grow one?
I mean, to
Like a
grow it
wo-
right, I think you have to like keep shaping it. But
Like,
I
I
bet
think
you could, I bet you could have. Oh, there it is. Oh, come on, guys. Come on.
Look at that guy.
That is pretty fucked up. And what is with Lyle's bandana?
Yeah, I don't know. Lyle's in a gang.
Lyle's a part of the Crips. Or no, Bloods. Bloods are red, Courtney. That was dumb. That was very
I don't
dumb.
know. I don't know anything about gang life, but Lyle looks like a thug in there.
Yeah, right.
What about
Yeah.
So you think I could have one by Vegas or no?
I think
Probably
you could
not.
have the beginning of one.
Because
I
like
think-
when I get my championship, it'd be pretty cool to have that thing.
It's the reason why they're so cool is because it is work to do it correctly. Like it takes some time and effort.
So what's really funny is like everybody that drives beside me on the interstate right now, like stops to see what is on my telephone. So like I have these, like this guy's a shake and bake fan. He's in his Dodge and he keeps hossing the gas at me, and it's a Dodge, so you know this thing's gonna blow up and oil down the interstate. But like he's like going by, he's like, yeah. So we might have some shake and bake crime going on in a second.
We should have one of those like neon signs that when you're doing shake and bake in your car, you have to have it like on air, shake and bake.
Like the Krispy Kreme donut sign, like hot now. Like that'd be pretty cool.
So it's about 80-20. I think that we got to start to figure out. You need to talk to your hair person.
I don't
And-
have a hair person. I go to Great Clips. So I have to just figure out. I don't know. I have to see. I don't know if I could do it.
I mean, I feel like this is where Lyle would chime in something about the manhood, the weight of man.
Well, I mean, I'll do it if Lyle and Spencer do it too.
And Spencer ain't doing that.
Oh, yeah. See, he gets to make his own decisions, woman.
When I met Spencer, he had a fucking mullet. Didn't
So
you?
why do you want me to look like an idiot if you don't want him to look like an idiot?
Well, because everyone says y'all look too much alike, so I'm just trying to differentiate you.
Oh, you just want to spread my stunt double career out. You want to get rid of it.
Were you sleeping? You
Me?
were sleeping. We were talking about your mullet when I met you. Good mullet. He was sleeping.
Yeah, I'm jealous.
Yeah. All right, let's rip through a couple things here. Wait, let me pull up the email. We gotta talk about PDRA for a second.
Oh, yeah, we do need to talk about the PDRL.
We got a race coming up next weekend. But I saw some comments in here about Fletcher and what's going on with Fletcher. What you got?
So everybody's going to think I'm full of shit, but I'm going to tell y'all the truth. So we stayed after SGMP Monday and Tuesday to get we made the first runs on Fletcher Cox's new pro mod named Fixed Income. And like I watch a lot of people learn how to drive these cars, and it's normally the same movie over and over and over. They way overdrive it. They do a lot of dumb stuff. After about 50 runs and crashing it a couple times, you start to get it. Fletcher got in that thing, and it looked like he had been driving it for a long time. I was very impressed. He didn't do anything dumb. The best thing about Fletcher is he's coachable, and he wants to do good. Like, he's not driving this because it's fun. I mean, it is fun, but he wants to win, and he drives it like a guy who wants to win. I was very, very, very impressed. From never doing a burnout in a blown alcohol car, the very first burnout, he ripped it down through there and did really good. So really excited. He's going to make his PDRA debut next week. We made, I think, 8 runs over 2 days. I don't know if I can say what it ran, but I was pretty happy with it, pretty impressed. He drove it well, had good lights. It was pretty exciting. And the car's fabulous. Like, it's pretty. They did a good job constructing it. Ryan at RK did a great job. No hiccups. And he's got a pretty good team. we're not ready. I don't feel like to be. We're not where we're going to end up as far as
Right.
preparation, but to have 8 runs on the thing, I'm pretty happy with it. And you guys will see that thing in competition next week in PDRA.
Is he pretty stoked?
He's not stoked. He's fired up. Like
I could tell even like
fired up.
his winner circle interview from the last race when he with the Pro Street car. I could tell like as soon as they asked him about it, his octave went up.
Well, like to play professional football, you are a natural born competitor, right? You like being in battle, you like competition, you like that. Well, when the worst thing they could do is give Fletcher a taste of a winner circle. When he started winning in the Pro Street car, he wanted to do this. This ball has been in play for over 2 years. Like we put this plan in place 2 years ago. So like this isn't we're going to get us a pro mod and go pro mod racing. So like he's ready to go. This is my first time. Yeah, this is my first time crew chiefing a Pro Boost car in PDRA. So I'm excited about getting to turn the screws on the thing and I'm really excited to see how he does in the crowd. But we're going to keep improving the car and we're going to keep improving him as a driver. But for 8 runs in a blown alcohol pro mod, I was really, really impressed. So he's fired up and his team is fired up. And that thing's a beautiful race car. Like, when he first picked that color, I didn't think it was going to look as good as it does. But like when you see it, that thing is a masterpiece. Like it's gorgeous.
Yeah, vision. Are you
Got
going to
a
be
vision. Yes. Yeah, we'll be there in Virginia next week.
Me too. I'm going.
It's gonna be good. We're working on something behind the scenes that's gonna be very, very close. But we may also have another car in competition in Virginia. It's just gonna be close. It's gonna be like midnight on Wednesday, and I'll know. So got a lot of cool stuff happening in PDRA.
I know a pit reporter who will be very excited to find that information out. Let her know.
Yeah, I will. I'll let you know on the download.
Let me know on the DL, and I'll slide it on into broadcast. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Okay, cool. And the last thing, kind of we'll do Q&A after this to end on a little bit better note, but we got to talk about 1320 Kyle and losing him, and what a horrible deal. That man, if you're just a casual fan of the sport, usually we have, drivers, tuners, all the things. This is my world. This man was an innovator. He was a Frank Manzo. He would be a top 75. All these things we're giving these accolades for in the NHRA. He was the guy. He started the vision for truly bringing out of this world content to drag racing, and was idolized by many, and just a really cool dude that changed the way that we consume drag racing forever. And there will be a large hole in our sport.
Yeah, I didn't know him personally, but I know the players in our sport and how many people are impacted by this, and the scale at which people are grieving over this deal is it speaks volumes about him.
Yeah, it's wild. Not like a text friend by any means, but obviously we share some race stuff on the Flow World. And when I got into content creation, very good friends with some people that work under him and stuff. But as a fan of this sport, and as somebody who found a niche outside of a race car, he was, like I said, an idol to those who did. Like, you love racing, you love cars, but you're not the guy to drive or the girl to drive or whatever. He made an avenue that was cool. And he was one of the first and the best, and what he created over there at 1320 and Scotty and all the guys that are over there. I mean, just insane what he built, and just a tough deal. So yeah, just thinking about him, praying for him and his family and everybody at 1320. I saw a bunch of people went and got the 1320 tattoo the other day. It was kind of like a virtual Facebook thing, a bunch of content creators. But when you put a stamp in the world and on a sport, it's unfortunate that sometimes it's something like this that brings it to light. But man, what a legend.
Yeah, pretty daggum. It's cool and sad same time.
Yep. All right, let's go through some of these comments here. And Lyle did text message. He is okay. Everything's all right. They just had a situation at home that he had to go take care of. Go ahead. Did you freeze up? I knew they were going to leave me alone.
Huh?
You froze up. I said I knew they were going to leave me alone.
I'm not leaving you alone. I'm here with you. I got a few kilobytes left on my prepaid plan.
Amen, sister. I'm on that roaming plan up here in Canada. I get the text, your 5G has run out for the day. Okay, I'm looking.
Let's roll through real quick and just pick Chicago.
Oh, okay.
We don't have to be in depth since we don't have Lyle, but let's pick some top fuel.
I think I'm going. God dang it! I'm going Doug Coletta. I mean,
it's hard. So like I've picked Doug Coletta the last 3 races. It's really hard to pick against him. But I will say, watching Tony and Leah's effort in testing on Monday, those cars are capable of winning. And like
Leah's right there.
Right there. But I'm gonna go with Doug Coletta too. They're just on fire right now.
I mean, I hate to pick Langdon again, but like Doug out ET'd for the most part. Langdon this weekend, just right place, right time kind of shit. And Sean drove his ass off. But I just think like the KB boys, I'm just going to keep bouncing back between the Coletta boys. So it's Doug's week.
Yep. Who you got in funny car?
A lot of people are agreeing with us here with the Langdon Doug. I'm going to go. Man, I'm going JR Todd again.
You think he's just got it?
I think he's got it. And I think that this is one of those seasons where he could even semi and runner up his way into a championship mix, even if he doesn't win one of them. But that team is too good. He is too confident, too consistent. He wasn't going to stop the Atlanta magic of Jordan Vandergriff this weekend. I'm sticking with JR till he wins one.
He's definitely due. Man, it's hard. There's like always let my heart get in the middle of the picks. That's why I suck at drag racing bracket bonanza.
I do 2 brackets. I do a heart one and a head one.
I'm going Ron Caps this week.
Not bad. I love the Spencer picks in here. Listen, he will get one this year.
Oh, it's gonna happen, and when it happens, we're gonna throw a party. I hope it happens while you're pregnant, so we can all get hammered and you can't.
Thanks. I hope it happens. I hope it happens when I'm in the booth, so I don't give fucking pre-labor on the starting line. I was jumping up and down. I hope I'm locked away in the booth where I don't die. Pro stock. Gosh damn it.
It's like a broken record, but like.
I know.
I mean, it's gonna, you got to go with Dallas or Greg. I mean, they're both just killing it. And I mean, like, there's some mixing it up going on. A lot of it will depend on qualifiers. If weather comes in, we get 1 or 2 qualifiers, that changes up a lot.
It does. That's kind of, Hartford. Everybody missed Friday, and I think that's where Hartford gets behind. He's really good. He was the first 2-time winner of the year. He's right there, but they are, and listen, I speak as Erica's sister here. Well, she made it to the semis, but like when they have a great weekend, they have a great weekend. But it's almost like every few races they're chasing something, or they miss the Friday run. And when you lose lane choice at a race like SGMP, like you're screwed, right? So I think Hartford's very much in the mix. I think Greg Stanfield is still very much in the mix. Jeggy's right there too. Like I said, Erica drove her way, whole shotted her way to the semis. You can't count them out, but you can't go against those boys right now. You just can't.
Yeah, not right now. There's not enough time between events.
No.
A lot of the other cars aren't very far behind, but when you only have, you look at, we finished on Sunday, it's Monday or Tuesday before those rigs are back at the shop. it's a couple of days of work and cleaning and reloading. There's no testing. There's not any time really to catch them. So like where the folks will catch them is when we have a month break, when you
Yeah.
can reassess, look at data, spend more than, right now, I feel like our teams for sure, and probably everybody, we're just trying to survive. Like we're racing a lot. I mean, when you race, 3 weekends out of 4, you're more energy is spent getting to the event than winning the event. And I think there's a lot of that going on right now.
I definitely agree. And I think that also with pro stock too, well, with anybody, but geographically, and I'm not talking about weather, I'm talking about data and what part of the country. It always seems when we get down to the St. Louis, Dallas, those kind of regions where elite will just step up a little bit more. But yeah, you're right. Until we get a little more time, it would just take some luck going some way on some hole shots, which we saw. I want to talk about 2 things before we move on to pro stock motorcycle. One, saw a couple comments asking about the Matt Latino run. His qualifying run got thrown out, and he addressed this on his social. I'm not talking shit. He took off his helmet and Hans while he was still on the racetrack under power. You could see it in the TV view coming down, hadn't turned off the racetrack yet. And you could see his face wide open. And NHRA, say what you want, they don't play with that kind of stuff. Through the run out, it threw the freaking ladder sideways. It actually helped him. He was able to beat Greg Anderson, put him in the number 16 qualifying spot, beat Greg Anderson on a hole shot, which the story worked out better for Matt, which is crazy. But so that's why that run got thrown out. The whole shot of Greg was very cool, because here we are saying, you can't get past them. Well, if you're right there and Greg was 70 something on the tree, we catch one hiccup, who knows? So, and then pro stock motorcycle, until they change something, which I don't know if they're going to, or if it's deserving or not, Matt Smith's on fire.
Yeah, he's on fire. He's running good. Going back to the Latino thing, I coach a lot of drivers, and I yell at them and have every single time I see one of my drivers pull their gloves off while they're in the shutdown. These things can catch on fire, or someone can hit you anytime you're in between those guardrails. Leave all the crap on. I used to do it too. Like I would go through there. I mean, I can tell you runs when I first started driving, I'd have the seatbelts undone, helmet off, gloves off, just driving the car off the track. But when you have some bad stuff happen to you while that thing's moving, you want to be protected. So NHRA, if they're going to stick to their guns, they made the right call.
Great, Kevin. The comment from Kevin. Why are top fuel and funding car drivers allowed to roll while standing when coming through the roof hatch? I don't know how it's worded, but it's something, the verbiage of being under power, right? Like when Jordan Vandergriff, the other cars were being pushed off, their cars are off. I don't know. I'm just, whatever the verbiage is about being under power is where that differentiates it. Because he never stopped or anything, right? Like he was shoved in the clutch and took his helmet off, and he was still going however fast he was going. So I do know that the rules says something about under power. So I don't claim to know the exact answer to that, but there's something in that. What's your thought?
I need to, I don't know. I got to read the rule book. Like our stuff that affects our cars, I know I can quote you the rule book. Some of the general regulations I need to brush up on, but when we get off of here, I'm going to go read the rule book.
Because once they're off, like the car is not under power and they're stuck on the track, and the four-wheeler's got to take them off. Like, obviously that was differentiated somewhere along the line. But yeah, when you're still under power and your car is on, keep your shit on.
Yep. All right. Motorcycle, you still think Matt? I agree.
Yep. And same thing until they get a little break. Or something happens. Matt went red a couple weeks ago. Like shit can happen. But yeah, if all things go well, Matt or Angie.
I wish Lyle was on here to pick Pro Mod, but Pro Mod we've had a very big move over the last 2 races with the centrifugals as they continue to develop, and they're allowed to develop new superchargers for that thing and new updates. They're very, very dominant.
Yeah.
It's hard to pick against them. They're making good runs, but there are 12 to 14 people that can go absolutely to the pole. It's really hard to pick pro mod right now.
It
It's
is
really hard to nail a
awesome.
driver. I mean, like, it's hard to go against Jason Collins right now. Steve Petty's doing a good job tuning that car, and he's doing a killer job driving. We rarely see someone come into this class with the starting line prowess that Jason has right now. And like for us, like we take note. Like I made 7 runs today. When we got there, I told Jeff Pierce, I said, I promise you that if you give me a race car, I won't be the reason that we lose. And like when you see people step up and drive like that, it makes us all drive better. It'll make Lyle drive better. It makes everybody drive better. I made 7 runs today. My if you want to call a red light, my best light was a negative 004. My worst light was a positive 004. So that's 7 runs grouped in 8 foul. So like we're the field. The field is coming for them. So and, I'm not the only one that's focusing on it, because when you got somebody up there that can at will go 009, 010, 013, and you're a 20 to 30 person, you can't outrun them. So it's pro mod is as pro stocky as I've ever seen. Where starting line matters. Yeah, all of it, really.
You got Austin Prock last year lowered the boom. Jordan Vandergriff, everybody's doing a great job. In top fuel, you got Will Smith leading the cause, but they're all going down there too. Will Smith averaged like a 38 last week.
Oh, for sure. And like you see that across our sport. Mm-hmm. And it's because and I know for on our team, I take a lot of pride in being a good driver. But me being focused and doing my job is free. To pick up 200s in ET costs a lot of money. So like, I don't want to spend a lot of money on the 200s and then give it away. And like a lot of people think like that. I don't race to have fun. I race to win. Winning is fun. Having fun going down the track and getting your teeth kicked in sucks. But if you look at every single class that's in NHRA drag racing or any organization right now, race car drivers are driving race cars right now. Like it's fun to watch. Even PDRA this weekend, you watch those guys up there. You watch Jason Harris go 005 in the final, like he did in NHRA the other day. Like they're on it. So it's motivating for me. I love it. When you get people, race car drivers doing race car driver things, it's fun to watch. It's hard to pick pro mod. My engine builder got mad because I picked Chip King last time, so I'm picking me so that Bob doesn't kill me.
Well, now that I know your lights, I may too.
Well, we'll just see. It's always easy to have good lights when there's no pressure. It's way harder when that car's sitting over there beside you trying to kill you. It's people could say pressure doesn't matter. That's bullshit. So I agree. We'll see.
Stevie, if there's anybody who I would be confident with ice in their veins, it's you, bud.
Man, I'm excited. Lyle's got a good hot rod. Going to be hard to beat Lyle. Billy's car's hauling butt. Tidwell's cars are hauling butt. Menholt's running good. Jason Collins driving like a rock star. Janice went to the final last run. It's just anybody's race right now.
I would say Menholt is my vote for the first 2-time winner on the season.
Well, I like that because I really like Derek, and I think they're running good. He's gonna have to put a better package together as far as consistency on the starting line. And he's not bad, but all of us have that round where we go 60. I mean, I do. Everybody does. You cannot go 60 in NHRA Pro Mod and get away with it. You just can't. You're just not saying you won't get away with a run, but I mean, Derek also will 002 your ass and tattoo you, and anybody can. So it's hard. I wouldn't be surprised if Derek didn't win again. Momentum builds winning, and they're crushing it. So it's going to be exciting to watch. I'm very curious to see if the new rule change today throws any teams any curveballs, because even if folks aren't cheating, the ability to have a fluid dump open on the trans brake, which is what our rule previously said, does loosen up the torque converter when it leaves the starting line. The centrifugals require that. So I'm curious to see if it throws those guys a curveball or not. Obviously not. They would have tested today in Indy under the new rule
Yeah.
package, and Lyle said they ran good. So it's going to be exciting. If weather stays away and we get 4 rounds of qualifying, it's a different race than if we get 1 or 2. So it's going to be fun.
Well, we'll see. All
It's
right.
going to be a good one. All right, let's take a little Q&A. What you got?
I've been ripping through. People are just kind of giving comments. They are, we had some people talking about IHRA lights were really good. Cameron Ferre runner up, which was awesome. And he was 31 and 20 in the semis and finals. It's a whole sport. I did just get an email while we were in the show that Dwight Yoakam and Jake Owen are going to be playing at a concert at the IHRA event in Maple Grove next week.
I want to go see Dwight Yoakam.
That is a big freaking deal, dude.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a big race there. Let's see. A lot of Stevie get a mullet going.
What is the beginning? Read that. I can't read it while I'm driving.
Stevie, what does the very beginning of tire shake feel like that forces you to pedal? Did Lyle's doors shake open?
Yeah, his shook open. So like tire shake, and this is what I tried to explain to Fletcher. I finally took his car out and shook him a couple of runs on purpose, because like tire shake in any big tire car is different in combination, but Pro Mod's unique, and you have to have experience doing it to know what you can get away with and what you can't. There are times where the car will quiver the tire and go through it. There are times that if you stay in it another 1/10 of a second, it turns around sideways and wrecks into the wall and flips over. So without shaking the tires, it's very hard to know when to pedal it. I still do not know to this day, and it haunts me, if E1 in Gainesville, if I had not pedaled that car, if it would have made it through it or not, because it came loose so early.
And you caught it so quick.
And I had to, because like the car's not going anywhere. If you waste 1/10 of a second, it's too late. You don't get it to recover that fast. I've won a lot of rounds with my right foot. And I will tell you this, when you talk about when to pedal it, if you're really good at pedaling, there are going to be 3 runs or 4 runs a year where you pedal it and lose the round, because to be good at it, you have to recognize this happening before anybody else. And I do. And Lyle does too. Like Lyle, you hear me and Lyle talking all the time about driving the car with your butt. You feel that tire start to get velocity and frequency sooner than anybody else. And it's just a judgment call. It's like everything. Like I had one run today. I was stepping off the throttle because it was coming loose, and it went right through it and took off. And it's just experience. And I told Fletcher that. I said, you're going to miss this some. You're going to pedal it some when you think it needs to, and you're going to not pedal it sometime when it needs to be. Just got to get some experience. So it's one of those things that like you can't really teach it without doing it.
What's the deal about only wearing right foot socks?
Because so I've been trying to get Molly to shoot this thing about me being the drag racingest man in the world for like the last 3 months. So like I'm like the Dos Equis guy, but instead of the most interesting man in the world, I'm the drag racingest man in the world. So like one of the things was I told her, I was like, one of the things is going to be like Stevie Fast only wears 2 right socks. So my goal is to crush people so bad. I threw all my left socks away on my left and right, and I only have right socks.
She said she sent you the script.
Yeah, I got to do it. It's going to be funny because I have no problem looking like an idiot on camera, so it'll be pretty good.
I love that. When we were talking about the mullet, I'm going way back. People were asking if bearded Stevie would be easier to bring back.
Yeah, so like I normally go through these phases where I like hate the beard, but like, have you seen the Capital One beard growing commercial where the guys like can like and grow the beard? Like I can grow a beard in 7 days.
Really?
Well, I mean, right now it's summertime and it's hot as balls. So like I live in the South. So normally I'm a little clean shaven in the summertime. But if you folks like the bearded Stevie, I can grow a beard pretty quick. So I would say at some point I'll get lazy. I hate shaving, so at
Yeah.
some point it's coming back
You let it go in the fall, just in time for championship
for
time.
sure. Oh yeah, for sure. I'll be when they get me my trophy in Vegas, I'll have it for sure.
The one on the screen, thoughts on NHRA bringing back the hood scoops. We talked about this pretty in depth at one of the other shows. I would like to bring somebody on the show. Maybe we've had Richard on, but like that can give how it all went down and what it really will do to give a little more input there. But aesthetically, I love it. B, the field seems to be excited about it. So that to me right there, they're not like a split decision on it. Like for the most part, it took a while. For the most part, there were supposedly only 2 naysayers on it. If the field's excited, it's going to help the class. And that's what I like about it.
Well, I mean, you're never going to ask a racer if they want to make some more power and then them say no. So like the hood scoop, it looks cool. A pro stock car is supposed to have a hood scoop. I mean, it's always had a hood scoop, and I love that they're bringing it back. But I mean, the main thing is it pressurizes the manifold. So like you pick up a pound of boost and you're going to make some more power. So you're going to see the pro stock cars running faster. And I like it. I want them to run faster. And they want to run faster too. I don't want to say it's free horsepower, but it's as free a horsepower as you can get in a pro stock car.
I don't know if it's going to be enough, but with last weekend, the Dodges getting an extra 500 RPM on their rules. I think he saw a little bit. It helped Brandon Miller a little, not really enough. I think that it looked more because he made a decent run when not a lot of people made it on the racetrack. So he got in the field in a pretty comfortable spot on Friday. But the fact that they're starting to make changes per manufacturer to kind of bring that parity back, I also like.
Yeah, I don't know. It's hard for me to have an opinion on that because I don't race the class. I try not to talk about stuff I don't know about, but I will say that it's a slippery slope when you start making adjustments within the same class and combination. And what I mean is not to say anything about the Dodge combination, but like let's just say I run pro stock with a KTR engine and my engine's not up to snuff, can I just get some help to get it? Now I understand that Dodge platform is RPM based and requires more RPM to be competitive by design. And I get that, but it can be on the devil's advocate it can be a slippery slope. What are you going to do if they start running good? Take some RPM away from them?
Exactly. Yeah.
Or do you give some RPM to somebody else or
minimally to where it's not really going to change anything or motivate anybody to go Dodge? But
yeah, I don't think it's going to change combination, especially in a pro stock deal. No. Like that's a large investment to retool.
It was a great conversation. As the person who speaks on the sport, it was a great conversation piece. It was great that Brandon Miller did so well. I love that kid. I can't wait for it to all come together for him. It was, it started up a lot of conversations that we haven't even had in 15 years in pro stock. So
anything that's polarizing that brings conversation to any class is pretty good. I mean, sometimes one thing that I want to give NHRA some credit on, there's a lot of people that bash NHRA. NHRA is more willing than ever to think outside of the box right now. And some of the things they're doing are going to not work, and some of them are going to be home runs. But you got to give them credit on making some changes to see what sticks. I say this about our promo, right? They're talking about it. They're asking questions. I say this about our pro mod class all the time. I'm heavily involved in the running of the pro mod class. We do things all the time that suck, that are bad ideas. But like, if you don't try some stuff, you're never going to find the good stuff. And like NHRA, like if they make a move, if they change the hood scoop deal and everybody hates it and it sucks, they'll take it away. Nothing's permanent. There's not anything permanent in our sport. So like, I want to give kudos to NHRA for making some changes around to see what's good and what's not.
And listening to the voices in the class too.
Right. You've got people that their businesses are rooted in this class, and being receptive to what those people are going through is pretty good. Our relationship with NHRA is as good or better than it has ever been. and it's a fun place to race.
It is. It is. All right. Well, I think that's it, Stevie.
That could be it. I hope we lost Super Lyle. Any other questions in the comments that we need to touch on before we roll?
Not really. People are kind of giving their input here, but nothing we're not talking about. Somebody said they need to replace Pro Stock with Pro Mod, and they're not parallel, so that's just not it. It's not the answer.
And we do not want to. We do not want to do that. We're not interested in that. That's not our cup of tea. There are rabid, passionate fans in both classes. We're not in competition with Pro Stock.
Yep, Kevin. Applaud NHRA for a lot of things flexible. They're getting there, man. All right. Well, this has been wonderful. Krista was awesome. Hate to have lost Lyle, but here we are, headed to Chicago and trying to see the best norm of 2025.
Yeah, this is last time we were there. That is the craziest stuff I've ever done.
I've never seen nothing like that.
I looked over and I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, I think this is bad.
Great. I'm walking to the car. I'm like, we got to run. I don't know what this is.
Yeah.
We're actually feeling that's a tornado.
Yeah, it wasn't too good. I didn't know what was about to happen. I just knew it wasn't going to be good.
Everybody, we got to talk about this. Everybody, we get more requests for Tim McCamus lately. We may have to make that happen.
Okay. I talked to Billy at Tim McCamus today. I had to order some centrifugal parts. And I told him, I was like, dude, we got to get Tim on here. Like, we have to.
And where we've been right now, Shaken Bakers, is racing every single week. You know, not that that's not important, but we want to try and space the guests out to where we've got things going on the track. And then when we don't have some pro mod races where we have that kind of stuff. So there is a method to when and where we schedule these things.
Yeah, I think Tim would be a great a guest when we have a couple of weeks off from racing. It's really hard with the amount of drag. Have you ever seen this much drag racing happening? Is it just me, or have we never?
No.
I've never fielded this many race cars.
No, there's a lot of places to race.
I mean, company wide, we will make 1,500 runs this year, and we've never raced this much. There's a lot of racing going on.
It's a very healthy environment we're living on. And a couple people earlier were talking about the PDRA car count will be low the weekend of IHRA here. And we will have that kind of stuff happen when we have a big banger. But it's not that there's a lack of cars going or that they're making a choice. It's a weekend based and a geography based situation. And it's a good sign of having a lot of places to race. So I don't think that's horrible.
Yeah, I was talking, someone asked me about is car count going to be low at PDRA this weekend? And I don't know if it's low or not, but like there are people that actively race both series. And if I had a 8th mile car that was fit for IHRA or Pro Boost and I was not chasing a championship, I would race the series that was closest logistically to me, or the race that had the biggest market impact for my sponsors. You know, like if we're having a pro mod race in Iowa, going there to support my Motion Raceworks company, I don't care what it is. But if you got, if they're having a pro mod race in Augusta, Georgia this weekend, and one in Virginia, I'm going to Augusta, Georgia. So I don't think it's a this or that. I really don't. I think that both places have really unique experiences. Some racers like one and don't like one. I'm just glad that there's as many.
What a great problem to have, choosing where to race.
What a great problem to have. I remember having 6 or 7 events a year to go to, and you had to try to go to all of them that you could. And now you can, if you have a pro mod car, you can race 48 to 50 weekends a year. I mean, as much as your wallet can stand, you can send that thing up and down a racetrack. So.
Hey, Stevie, I want to send them off in true shake and bake fashion. They already deleted it, but I saw the comment. Somebody asked if I could just not eat on the show like a professional. Is the Shake and Bake show professional? Is what we do not professional?
We are not professional. I turn down money every single day for people that want to give us money to clean this show up. And I tell them all no and to kiss my butt. There's nothing professional about this show. This is a grassroots. All you fans are my people. We're a family of misfits that all hang out and bullshit about cars together.
We're hanging out.
We're gonna eat potato chips and drink beer and tell the truth. And
guess what? I don't get to drink wine anymore when we hang out. So God forbid a big old fat girl want to eat some chips.
I had a news, our local news people reached out to me last week and asked about what the Shake and Bake show was. And they were like, "What is the shake?" Because they're always doing media stuff around from hometown. I said, "It's a couple thousand people that hang out and bullshit about cars for 2 hours."
Yep.
And they're like, "Well, what do you mean? Like, how do you always just keep talking about cars?" I said, "Because we're all car people and we all love cars." I said, "There's some haters, but most everybody just likes to bullshit and talk about cars." And they were like, "Well, that kind of get old." I was like, "Not really." I was like, "We got a lot of cars to talk about."
And how many people right now are sitting in their shop or their living room having a chip or a popcorn? So I am too.
I wish I had a Pop-Tart. That's what I want, a blueberry Pop-Tart.
Are you pregnant too?
No, I just love Pop-Tarts. Hey, you're not one of these weirdo. We talked about this before. You're not a weirdo like s'mores Pop-Tart person, are you?
I do like the s'mores.
Oh my gosh.
Only the one with the chocolate icing. If a Pop-Tart doesn't have icing on it, don't give me that filling only bullshit. I gotta have icing on the front.
There are only 2 flavors of Pop-Tart.
Strawberry
and blueberry.
And blueberry. I agree. Those are the 2 best. I will do a s'more one.
We can't be friends. Don't bring a s'more. I'm going to tell if Jody ever has some s'more Pop-Tarts at the KTR hospitality, I'm throwing them in the tray.
Jody will do what I say because Jody loves me.
She does love you, but she also knows that if there's going to be some Pop-Tarts, there's going to be some good Pop-Tarts.
I mean, I'll have some raspberry ones and strawberry ones.
I'll eat a cherry Pop-Tart too. I'm not.
Cherry to me is like cough syrup.
No. All right. Do you know the best way to eat a Pop-Tart? This is how you know you're from the South. You take that unit and you put it in the toaster. It's got to have icing on it. You pull it out of the toaster. You flip it over, icing down, and take you some butter and spread on the backside of it because you need to get some more calories in it. You let that thing sit for about a minute, and that's a Pop-Tart.
So can I come over and get a Pop-Tart this weekend?
Yeah, you can have one. Oh,
fuck yeah. All right. I don't know the answer to that. I don't know if you can, but I think that's just for they said, how can I get into the Pro Mod hospitality? I think that's for team and drivers.
Yeah. So our Pro Mod hospitality is not for sale. It is basically a marketing place for our teams and sponsors. So, I mean, it's not really a fan attended deal. We put a huge amount of resources in doing that. And there's a lot of teams that contribute. It's basically our place of doing business. So I don't think we sell tickets to that, but I will find out. I need to ask Deb and see if they do. They may sell a limited amount of hospitality tickets. I'm not sure. But most of the time you'll see us. There's a lot of business to business deals that go on in the Pro Mod hospitality. So it's pretty good.
Oh, now my Jackson's barking. All right. Well, what?
So like Shadow, he had a little operation yesterday and come through good. Pretty good. So like his little nose is too small. So like we had to wait till he was old enough. They went in there and stretched his nose so that he can breathe better. But now his nose looks like a double barrel shotgun on the end of his face. And he is incredibly cute. Like he's just sitting there because like he's cute anyway and he's wall-eyed. So like now he looks like a wall-eyed Boston Terrier with a double barrel shotgun sitting on his nose.
I'm gonna need
it. Pulled through good. Yeah, I'll send you a picture of him. He's ready to roll. He's brand new in the wrapper.
Yes, Joliet's where Erica won her first pro stock race. Long time ago, friends. Long time ago.
I think there's a good steakhouse there that we have to go to. Jody said something about there's
a good steakhouse there.
Yeah. She said that I said it was the best steak I've ever eaten in a restaurant, but I don't remember it. But it must be pretty good.
Either that or you were hammered.
That's a good chance. Those were in my younger, wilder days.
Yeah, word. Now I drink water. So cheers.
All right, folks. Well, thank y'all very much for tuning in. Action-packed show tonight. Sorry about our technical difficulties. We really appreciate y'all sticking with us. you folks watching makes us want to do this show. It's very hard sometimes for us, but we love hanging out with you guys. So thanks for watching.
Yep, I concur. See you in a couple days.
Molly, roll that beautiful bean footage.
Shake it back! Does that feel good? Yeah.